Amusement parks and roller coasters are places to help people escape from the hardships of the real world. But unfortunately, tragedies can happen even in these places. On Friday, June 4th, a very unfortunate event took place at Holiday World toward the beginning of Hollywood Nights. A woman named Dawn Jakovic came back to the station on Voyage unresponsive and was immediately taken to the hospital, where she unfortunately passed away. This was a heartbreaking turn of events and caused a lot of reactions, including a few negative ones. First, I'd like to say my prayers go out to every single person involved and the people who handled the situation so well. This was probably a very unpleasant situation to be involved in, and people handled themselves pretty well for the most part. Secondly, there were a few things I wanted to discuss regarding this to help everyone gain a better understanding of what happened. One thing I wanted to mention before we get into the video is that her son Gunnar started a GoFundMe page to help cover the cost of a funeral service for her. I'll be leaving this link in the description down below. Him and his family would greatly appreciate it if you could donate or at least spread the word. Today, I'm going to discuss what happened in the most respectful way I can, talk about how Holiday World handled the situation with class, and how the way some people behaved after this event wasn't acceptable. I'll be explaining the story from first-hand accounts from her son, so I have the most accurate information possible. I'd also like to give a shout out to Logan from Roller Coaster Addicts, aka Logan from El Toro Ryan, as he actually received a message from Gunnar and he explained to him what happened and made the information public. And I'd also like to shout out Gunnar for being so transparent about the situation and helping us to gain a better understanding of the situation. I'll put the message on screen right now so you guys can read it for yourselves, but essentially some of the things we learned is one, that the rumor of her being hit by an elbow on one of the turns was false, and that did not actually happen. From what we know at this time, she was whipped to the left on one of the turns, and it hit a vessel in her arm, which basically killed her instantly. They're still looking to see if there was something like an underlying condition that caused this to happen, but we do know the vessel was torn. However, from the results of the autopsy, it does seem unlikely at this time that she had an underlying condition or something along those lines, so this may have just been a stroke of really horrible luck. There's still a limited amount of information available at this time, so I wanted to give you guys all what we know for sure to keep all the information as accurate as possible. Next, I wanted to talk about the way Holiday World handled this. Voyage is obviously such an important ride to the park, especially during Hollywood Nights. However, out of respect for the family, they closed the ride for the night and fully inspected the ride and found that there were no issues. I also heard that the park did open extra rides that were not supposed to be open when Voyage closed, which is such a classy move. They also made sure everything was safe very quickly to make sure they could reopen their star attraction for the following night. Holiday World did a great job keeping respect while also doing their best to keep up guest experience, which is absolutely just fantastic of them. Even while a very situation was happening, they were able to keep everyone's best interest at heart and made sure to keep everyone calm and still made the event very enjoyable. This is something no one expected in Holiday World and handled it like the world-class park they are. Moving on to my next point of discussion, 99% of the coaster community responded in a respectful fashion, but a few people did not respond well. I won't be mentioning any names, but a couple people reacted inappropriately, and most people know who they are by now, and were more concerned about the coaster being closed more than anything. I just wanted to spread the message that life is more important than the opportunity to ride a roller coaster. If you can't give up the chance to ride a roller coaster to save someone's life or respect someone's life, then I don't really know what you're thinking. We all need to support each other and make sacrifices for the greater good of society. So those who act inappropriately need to be held accountable, and I hope they're able to lose their selfishness and start thinking of others. If there was something seriously wrong with the ride that caused this accident, then why would you want it to be open to possibly cause another accident? That's just borderline mind-boggling. But overall, this is just something unimaginable, and it's just really tragic this happened, especially to a family involved in the coaster community. But once again, my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the victim, and may she rest in peace. Now with that being said, I will be turning off comments on this video to avoid any further controversy. If you want to contact me directly with a concern or a question, you can either email me using the email I listed down in the description below, or DM me on Instagram. But if you can, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe, or at least try to share it to somebody who can. And I'd just like to say thank you guys all for listening to this video, and to anyone who's been able to help out. But with that being said, guys, I hope to see you in my next video, which should be on a much more positive topic. But I think this needed to be done to help get the word out for the GoFundMe and the situation as a whole. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for checking this video out, and I hope to see you at a much higher note in the next video.